welcome you all with love. And I have a little story to tell, and the story is about life. And the story is that all our life experiences and our interactions with the world are teachings for us to grow spiritually. They're an opportunity for us to grow spiritually. I started life by being born into transcendental death. Somewhere in my first year, I contracted miliary TB, and in 1943, that in essence was a death sentence. My parents didn't agree with that, and they put a tremendous amount of energy taking care of me, and I survived. And I shared a room with my brother who was also facing mortal disease, rheumatic heart disease, and rheumatic kidney disease, and there weren't, again, antibiotics or treatment for him at that time. We bonded very closely. I really made it, I survived, and kind of had a different attitude about life. Not that I was aware of it directly. My brother and I were very close. I would follow him all around. He was 6 years older, and we lived in Chicago in this second-story building, and then we had a little balcony, and he would jump off that balcony, and I would follow him. I'm 3 years old, he's 9, and my mother would freak out. I didn't have any fear. Something had happened to me, the fear of getting hurt. It didn't occur to me, so I was a little reckless. But I was following my brother, and he was my best friend, and I trusted him. And that's really what began to happen in my life, is that I was living life with a certain amount of abandon and joy. I was having a really good time, as I am now. When I was 16, my older brother was killed in a car accident that dramatically affected my life. Here we are with death again. And I spent hours in his room. We had moved to Highland Park, Illinois, and just being there. And eventually I built a heart-lung machine. It's like, what? 1950s, you're building a heart-lung machine? 1959, you're building a heart-lung machine? What's going on? I was creating life. I'm building this in his bedroom, creating life. And when it turned on, people actually experienced that it was alive. It ended up winning the state science fair, but that wasn't my point. I was creating life. And later, my father, when I was 21, died, and more direct experience of life. And then finally, my mother at 33 died, and it's like, what is this with death? What's the mystery of death? I was searching and searching. And finally, after my mother died, I met Swami Muktananda, and he gave me what we call Shaktipat, which is the awakening of the spiritual energy called Kundalini. And when I went into the nothing, I came down, and I knew it. I knew it directly. There is no death for the self. Life is the teacher. And if we're ready, we eventually get the answers. There is no death for the self. The self is neither born nor can it die. It's immortal.